Coming to you live from the nation's capital, it's Capitol Hill. I'm your host Adam Preston, and tonight we're taking an up-close look at the 2018 midterm elections. We'll have results coming in all evening, so hang out with us here for the latest updates on election results. It's been a wild ride over the last few months, so let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, it's undeniable that the Republicans have had a very successful 2 years. Under the leadership of President Dylan McMillan and Speaker of the House Kurt Fullhammer, the Republicans have been able to pass numerous pieces of legislation that the conservative base is ecstatic about. They've passed tax reforms, began construction of a border wall, concealed carry reciprocity, successfully appointed Keith Blackwell to the Supreme Court, and defunded Planned Parenthood, among many other things. With substantial majorities in both houses of Congress and the White House, Republicans have faced very little meaningful opposition over the last 2 years. But Democrats have been biding their time, preparing for this very election, this very night. Democratic National Chairwoman Evelyn Vanderfleet has been facing a scandal right now, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in a bit. But it's simply undeniable that under her leadership, the Democrats entered this election confident and prepared. But, as is so often the case, the best laid plans often go awry. After the tragic assassination of President McMillan, Vice President Fitzgerald found himself thrust into the role of leading his party during these crucial midterm elections. But with great assistance from National Chairman James Grant, the Republicans were able to quickly regroup after this national tragedy and hit the campaign trail hard. But shortly thereafter, an anonymous op-ed written by a Republican member of Congress calling the new President Fitzgerald, quote, a dictator, and accusing the White House of using mafia-esque tactics to eliminate dissent within the party. The Democrats tried unsuccessfully to jump on this opportunity, with Congressman Carl Cox, a Democrat from Tennessee, saying that, quote, the Republicans have no courage and should be voted out of office. However, the Democrats weren't able to get any traction on this Republican infeuding before being rocked by their own scandal. The FEC chairwoman, a Republican, announced in early October that the Democratic candidate in Tennessee, Booker Marshall, was being fined a historic $15 million because of improper campaign contributions. Now, unlike when the shoe was on the other foot, the Republicans were able to capitalize on the Democratic scandal. President Fitzgerald appointed a special prosecutor to investigate, and not even when the Democrats conceded the Tennessee race would the Republicans relent. Just days before Election Day, it was leaked to the press that the special prosecutor had obtained subpoenas to interview House Minority Leader Calvin Ward and DNC Chair Vanderfleet in connection with the Marshall investigation. As one might predict, this revelation throws races across the country into chaos. With not even enough time to conduct any significant polling, no one can really predict what tonight's results will be. So with that being said, we can now call a few races from the East Coast. The Democratic incumbents will hold on to their seats in Connecticut, Delaware, Maryland, Massachusetts, Rhode Island, and Bernie Sanders is cruising to re-election in Vermont with over 60% of the vote. Meanwhile, the Republicans will hold on to their seats in Maine, Mississippi, and as previously mentioned, the Tennessee race, where Marsha Blackburn appears to have over 80% of the vote with no Democrat on the ballot. So far, no seats have changed hands. We need to take a quick break, but stay tuned right here to Capitol Hill with Adam Preston for more results as they come up. We still have 23 Senate races remaining, and perhaps most importantly, the highly competitive race for the House. Capitol Hill is a free government simulation. Come play our game at TedderVision.com/Capitol Hill. We'll be right back.